Hello guys and welcome back to this amazing channel. This is Abhinav. For those who are following me from the time when I was uploading code forces and code shift solutions, they must be knowing about me. So if you don't know about me, you can check out my LinkedIn. And for those who know me about me, I know guys that previously I used to upload solutions of code forces and code shift solutions, but because now I am not that much free at that time in night to upload and solve the code forces contest. So now I am trying to be consistent by uploading the lead code contest every week. So I'm trying my best to solve and upload lead code contest solutions every week on Sunday. Today the video is quite late, but daily I will try to upload it as soon as possible, just the contest end. So today we are going to discuss about the lead code contest 365, the weekly contest 365, which held today. In this particular video, I'm going to discuss about the first three questions of that contest. The fourth question is a little bit difficult, so for that I will create a separate video, a dedicated video. In this particular video, we'll discuss the first three problems of that particular contest. So the first problem was maximum value of an ordered triplet. This is the first problem. The second problem is maximum value of the ordered triplet second. This is the second version of the problem. And then third is minimize size subarray in infinite array. This third problem was really good. The first and second problem were exactly same, just the difference is the constant means this problem here in the first problem we can use the brute force approach, here we cannot. So let's discuss all the problems one by one. Let's first discuss this problem, maximize value of an ordered triplet. So guys, the problem is straightforward that you are given with the array nums and you have to find the maximum value over all the triplets I, j and k, where I should be less than j and j should be less than k. Basically, they are the indices. First there should be I, then j, then k. What they are saying is that you have to check for all the triplets I, j and k this particular value, which is nums of I minus nums of j multiplied by nums of k. And then you have to find the maximum value of it. Like which triplet can give you the maximum value and you have to output that maximum value. This is your problem. Let's see how it can be done. You can see the first part of this question. In the first part of this question, it's clearly mentioned that the size of the nums is only up to 100. So, if the size of the array is less than or equal to 100, that means we can perform up to n cube of time complexity. Yes. Okay. Now, if we can perform up to order of n cube of time complexity, what we will do? We will implement a brute force approach, and for every I, j and k, we will check the value of this triplet and we will find the maximum of these triplets. So let's say this is the problem. So what I did, it's a really brute force problem, so I don't think there's a much to explain here. For every, so I took a three loops, like nested loops I've taken. First for I, then j started from after I because j should be greater than I, and k started after j. And for every I, j and k, I'm finding the value of nums I minus nums j into nums k, and then I'm getting the maximum value in the answer and I'm returning the answer. So you can see for the first case, which is 12, 6, 1, 2, 7, for this particular first case, what you can do is, this is the array. Okay, you will check for every triplet. Let's say first you check for 12, 6 and 1. So it will give you 12 minus 6 into 1. It will give you minus 6. Then let's say you are checking for 12, 6 and 2. So similarly, you will check for every triplet of this array. And then the triplet with maximum value will be the answer. So this is the brute force approach using which your first problem can be solved. Using this approach, your first problem can be solved, this one. But if we talk about the second part of this problem, which is maximum value of an ordered pair second. So guys, in this particular problem, the thing is that here the problem is same, constant, everything is same, just constants are now up to 10 to the power 5. Means the value of n is up to 10 to the power 5. That means we can even not go up to n square. You have to solve this problem in order of n time complexity. So guys, now let's discuss how we can solve this problem. What should be the approach for solving this problem? Guys, you can understand what they are saying. We want three indices i, j and k such that I should be less than j and k should be greater than j. That means if there is an index maybe j, so I want an index on the left of it and I want an index on the right of it. I want one left of j and I want one index on the right of j. Am I right? And such by doing this, what we want? We want that the value of nums I minus nums j multiplied by nums k should be, this should be maximum. Okay. Now guys, try to understand one thing. You want to make this particular value maximum, right? This value you want to make maximum. So if you want to make, let's say there's a value a into b. I'm saying you have to make the value of a into b maximum. So you will try to make both a and b maximum, right? Let's say I'm saying you want to make a multiplied by b maximum. So what you will try? You will try to make both a maximum and b maximum so that their multiplication is also maximum. Am I right? So what you will try? You will try to make nums of k also a maximum value, maximum that is possible, and you will try to do this also a maximum value as large as possible. Means you will try that the value of nums I minus nums j is maximum. So if I want that a value a minus b is max, अगर मेरे को चाहिए कि a minus b की वैल्यू मैक्सिमम हो, in a minus b what we are doing, there is a number a, in that number a we are subtracting b. So what we'll try, we will try to make a greater value and b a smaller value. Am I right? I will try that a एक बड़ी वैल्यू और b एक छोटी वैल्यू, बिकॉज a में से हम b को सब्ट्रैक्ट कर रहे हैं, राइट? सो overall what's the conclusion is? Overall conclusion is that if we want that nums of I minus nums of j into nums of k, if we want this whole to be maximum value, so we will try this should be the greater value, this should be a greater value, this also should be a greater value, because more greater nums I and nums j k will be, it will increase the value, and this value should be smaller because nums j is subtracted from it, it will make the value down, so it should be smaller and these two will be greater. Now guys, see what's the approach. I will iterate through the array and for every element I will check the greater value on the left of it and the greater value on the right of it, and then I will find the sum. Right. So let's take this array. Let's say the array is 12. What's the array is? 12, 6, 1, 12, 6, 1, 2, 7, right? 2, 7. Now see, this is the thing. So I want some element on the right of it which is greater, and I want the element on the left of it which is greater. So first of all, you will not check for the corner cases. Why? Because for this element there is nothing in the left, and for this there is nothing in the right. For the first element there is nothing in the left, and for the last element there is nothing in the right. So you will just check for the middle elements, because for each index we want a left value and we want a right value. So let's say we started from here. We are here. So current value is j. Current value is j. Okay. Current value is 6. Okay. Now we want the maximum value on the right or left of it. So on the left of it, what's the maximum value? 12. Okay. So I got a value 12, which is maximum on the left of this index. And now on the right, what's the maximum value? So this is the maximum value on the right of it, which is 7. Now this is the three values, 12, 6 and 7. Let's find the value. 12 minus 6 into 7. It will be 6 into 7, which is 42. Okay. Means if we will take this, this and this, we will get 42. Let's move forward to the next. Let's say we are here. Now for this also, I will find the maximum value on the left. The maximum value on the left is 12. The maximum value on the right is 7. And current value is 1. So for 1, its max value on left is 12. Its max value on right is 7. Now let's find the value. It's 11 into 7, 77. Same we will do for 2 also. For 2, the max value on left is 12 and right is 7. So now what will happen? It will give us 5 into 7, 35. And you can see that the greater that we are getting is 77 out of all the pairs, and that is the answer. You can see 77 is the answer. Let's do the same for this also. Let's do the same for this. For this, guys, you will see it's 110, it's 1, 10, 3, 4, and 19. Okay, this is the thing. Now see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now for this, you will see if we will come here, which is the maximum value on the left. So maximum value on the left is 10. Okay, currently we are at 3. Now what's the maximum value on the right? So maximum value on the right is 19. Now let's find 7 into 19, and you will see this answer will come, which is 133. And that will be the maximum thing. You can maybe check for all the pairs. You can check for this also, you can check for this also, but the maximum will be there for this only. This is what we'll do. But the thing comes, how you can find the maximum on the left and maximum on the right? How you can find that? How you can find the maximum on the left and maximum on the right? So guys, for that, what we are doing, you can see in the solution, we are having two arrays or vectors, left and right. They will be a prefix vector, which will store all, like for a particular index, it will store the maximum before it, and right left will store the maximum value before it, before means on the left, and right will store the maximum value on the right. So I will have a left and I will have a right. Okay, now you can see that I'm not filling values here, because for this number there is no left, and for this number there is no right. So I will skip the n-1 index and I skip the 0 index. Now you will see, guys, if I will ask you at this particular index, means at left of 1, what is the maximum value on the left of it? तो इस पर्टिकुलर इंडेक्स के लिए इसके लेफ्ट में मैक्सिमम वैल्यू कौन सी होगी? तो 1 होगी ना भाई, इसके लेफ्ट में एक ही वैल्यू है ना 1. तो फॉर दिस इंडेक्स इसके लेफ्ट की वैल्यू क्या होगी? 1 होगी ओनली. तो मींस लेफ्ट ऑफ 1 विल बी ARR ऑफ 0 ऑलवेज. भाई जो फर्स्ट इंडेक्स होगा उसके लिए एक ही वैल्यू होगी लेफ्ट में, जो कि होगा ARR ऑफ 0. लेफ्ट 1 आई एम मेकिंग नम्स ऑफ 0. नाउ दिस यू कैन सी. तो इस नंबर के लिए इसके राइट में मैक्सिमम वैल्यू क्या होगी? सो फॉर दिस नंबर ऑलवेज द मैक्सिमम वैल्यू ऑन द राइट विल बी द लास्ट एलिमेंट. So for right of n-2 we are having nums of n-1. इसकी वैल्यू क्या हो जाएगी? 19. Now when we'll find for the remaining indexes, means from starting from 2 till last. So starting from 2 till last, how you will find the value? You will take the maximum of current number and the previous number. So left of I will be the maximum of the previous I and the current nums. So इसकी वैल्यू क्या होगी? इसका और इसका प्रीवियस. सी हमें वो नंबर कंसीडर नहीं करना है. वी डोंट हैव टू कंसीडर द करंट नंबर, वी हैव टू कंसीडर अ नंबर ऑन द लेफ्ट ऑफ इट. सो maximum of this and this will be 10. Okay, then maximum of this and this will be 10. Maximum of this and this will be 10. Now maximum of this and this will be 19, then 19, then 19. So now you will see this left and right array contains the maximum value on the left of a number and the maximum value on the right of a number. Let's check it. Let's say we are index number 3. For index number 3, its value is 4. And can you tell me, for index number 3, what is the maximum value on the left of it? You will say 10. It's 10, right? You can see here it's also 10. Now if I will ask you maximum value on the right of it, you will say 19. And you can say here is 19. Similarly, let's check for this number. For this number, What's the maximum value on the left of it? It's 1. So 1 is given. What's the maximum value on the right of it? 19. So 19 is given. So this is how for every index we can get the maximum value on the left and maximum value on the right. And now simply using that approach, simply using this particular approach, what I will do, I will iterate from index number 1 to last second, just like what I did here. From here to here I will approach, and for every index I will get its left maximum, right maximum. For every index nums of I, I'm taking the value at the left of it, I'm taking the value at the right of it, and I'm finding the value of the expression, and finally I'm taking the max. So guys, this is the approach for this problem, and this approach is an order of n time complexity approach and order of n space complexity approach also, right? This was order of n square, but we can optimize it to order of n. I will share all these codes in my Telegram channel, so you guys can join the Telegram channel for accessing the codes of this particular uh, like questions, right? This is what we are doing, guys. So here time complexity was order of n cube. Here time complexity is order of n, and space complexity is also order of n, right? Cool. I hope you have got this particular solution. Let's now move forward to the next part, which is minimize size subarray in infinite array. This is a really good question. Okay, let me first tell you the problem. The problem says that there is an array given to you. Let's say that array is let's say this is the array. Now what they are saying is you can repeat this array infinite number of times. Means let's say 2132, 2132, 2132. You can make infinite array of this size. Okay. And then you want to find a sub array with some target. Okay. Guys, first of all, see, there's no need to repeat it infinite number of times. I will tell you why. Let me tell you. See, let's say that this is the array. Let's find a sum of this array. So sum of this array you can see is 8. Okay, it's 8. Fine. So guys, if the value of target, if the value of target is greater than the sum, that means we have to take the whole array multiple number of times, and then we take a subarray of. Let me give you an example. Maybe you are confused. Let me tell you one thing. Okay, let's say that the target is 30. Okay, so if target is 30 and the sum of each array is 8, each array sum is 8. So tell me how many number of times this array should be repeated. So if you will see 30 by 8, 3 means at least you will repeat it 3 times to get 30. How? But if you will repeat it, so each array sum is 8. If you repeat it 3 times, you will get 24. So 24 you are directly getting using 3 times repetition of the array. And also one more thing, you want the smallest subarray, right? So 24 you are directly getting using repeating this array 3 times. And there can no other method of getting this much amount. So means that we know that you have to repeat this array 3 times. So whenever target is greater than the sum, whenever target is greater than the sum, so we will first see how many times the whole array should be repeated. Like if target is 30, you can see 30 by 8, 3 times the whole array should be repeated. And we will repeat it. We will repeat it. We will assume that we have repeated the whole array 3 number of times. So you can see here what I did. First of all, I calculated the sum. Now I calculated target by sum. Means how many times the array should be repeated. You can see this part. So you see, if the target is 30, sum is 8, means 3 times the array should be repeated first of all. 3 times, I am not saying no more numbers are not required. मैं ये बोल रहा हूँ कि 3 बार तो array repeat होगी ही होगी. Means 2132, 2132, 2132. इतना तो होगा ही, and this will give you a sum 24. So you got the 24 sum by repeating it 3 times. And how many total numbers are there? So if we are repeating the array 3 times and each array has 4 elements, so means there are total 12 elements. So in the answer, initially I am making, okay, target by sum means number of times the array is being repeated and number of elements in each array. So this is the total number of elements that we are getting currently. Okay. Now you will see, okay, maybe let's say if we have repeated the array this much number of time. Now you will see how much sum is remaining. So when you repeated the 30, like this array 3 times, so find the modulus of 30 with 8. It's 6. You can see when 8 will be done 3 times, 24 sum will come. This will give you the sum of 24. You want the sum of 30. So how much is remaining? Sum 6 is remaining. That you can get after having the modulus of 30 mod 8. You will get the sum 8. You will get the sum 6. Right? हमने क्या कर रहे हैं, हमने बोला हमें सम चाहिए 30, एक एरे का सम 8 है, तो पहले तो देख लो कितनी बार हमें पूरी पूरी एरे चाहिए होगी। हमने कहा 3 बार तुमको पूरी पूरी एरे चाहिए ही होगी। उसके बाद 3 बार पूरी पूरी एरे ले लिया, 3 बार से पूरी एरे ले लिया तो यहाँ पे 24 सम आ गया, सम कम्स 24। अब रिमेनिंग सम बचा 6। अब इस 6 के लिए देख लो कि कौन सी सब एरे लेंगे। इस 6 के लिए रिमेनिंग के लिए देख लो, अब 6 आप पूरा नहीं ले सकते, आप देख लो कौन सा सब एरे लोगे इसके लिए। तो जब आपने पूरा पहले ले लिया तो आपने कहा ओके, हम पहले देखते हैं अगर आपका टारगेट सम से बड़ा है तो कितनी पूरी होल सब एरे इज रिक्वायर्ड। इफ लेट्स से देयर आर x नंबर ऑफ होल सब एरे रिक्वायर्ड, तो टोटल देयर विल बी x इनटू n एलिमेंट्स। वो आपका आंसर हो गया कि आपने इतने एलिमेंट ले लिए। अब आप रिमेनिंग देखो कि टारगेट में कितना रिमेनिंग है आफ्टर आपने एडेड साइज की सब एरे ले ली। मान लो इतना टारगेट रिमेनिंग है। अगर आपका टारगेट 0 हो गया है, मतलब अब एक भी एक्स्ट्रा आपको एलिमेंट नहीं चाहिए, if your target becomes 0, let's say that your target was 24 and you took 3 arrays of size 8 after dividing it by, so means you got your answer. You already got your answer that you want 12 elements, a subarray of 12 by repeating the same array 3 times. So after taking this, if the mod with the sum is becoming 0, that means you have taken all the elements and it's fine. So if our target becomes 0, means that much the answer, number of time you're repeating. But if target is remaining, then let's see what we are doing. If target is remaining, then you want a subarray of size, like a subarray with the remaining sum. Okay. Now let's assume that the remaining sum, let's assume that the remaining sum is 7. Okay, it's 7. Now see one thing, guys. So maybe we have repeated the same array x number of time. Maybe we have already repeated the array x number of time and we stole the number of elements in answer. But still the sum 7 is remaining. Now we have to think how should we rearrange this array? How many number of times? So that we get 7. See guys, but first see one thing. The thing to notice here is that this is the array. Repeat it once more, and that's all. Because guys, see this sum is not greater than the double of the array. Even if this sum which is remaining, the target which is remaining, is not greater than the sum, means more than 3 arrays are not required. But maybe there is a part that, like in this array 7, how you will get 7? You will get 2 numbers from here and 1 number from here. Then you will get 7. So for that, what you will need? For that, you will need to again append the same array once only, so that you can get a circular type of array. There is no need of going infinite. Just append it once more. Now you can see this is the approach where you are getting some. Oh, sorry. This is the approach where you are giving sum 7. So once you have repeated the whole array one more time, you can see I have appended the whole array once more into the nums. Now num size is double. Okay. Now guys, in this sub array, if you have to find a sub array with sum 7, this is here, you can simply use the prefix sum method. So this is the array. I will create a prefix sum, okay, like this: 2, 3, 6, 8, 10, 11, 14, and 16. Now I want a subarray of size 7. So for every index, I will see if a size 7 subarray is possible. If you guys don't know how to find a subarray with a given sum, I will recommend you to first check that problem. Subarray with given sum. Because if you will not get that problem, how you can find subarray with given sum, even the smallest subarray with given sum, you will not get this. So the prerequisite for this problem is that you should know how to find smallest subarray with given sum. How you will find? We first created a prefix sum array. Now we create an unordered map and we will check that for particular element how much is remaining. Let me give you a brief intro. Let's say that you want a subarray of sum 7 and currently you have a subarray of sum 10. So how much should be subtracted from this 10 so that answer is 7? You will say 3 should be subtracted. You will say that from this 10 3 should be subtracted. That is what we will do. So in this subarray contains sum of elements till a particular point. Sum of elements till a particular point. Now what I will do? I will iterate. Let's say we are currently at 8. We are currently at 8. But we want sum 7. So means if 1 is subtracted from 8, we'll get 7. So if we are currently at pre of I, so I want pre I minus target to be in my map. If pre I minus target is present somewhere, that will be our answer. How we will do? See. So currently, let's say we are at 2. So 2 minus 7 is minus 5, which is not present. When we will come at this 10, right guys? When we will come at this 10, means currently the sum of elements from star to this index is 10. But we want sum of elements to be 7. So what should be subtracted from this 10 to get 7? 3. Now I will check whether there was 3 present before or not. How we will check? We are storing every element in the map. So we will get to know that yeah, 3 is present and we will also get to know at what index it is present. So we will get okay, 3 is present at index number I. Here index number 1. And now simply I can find the length of the subarray between this. So you will see this was the whole subarray having size 10, from which I have subtracted this much part, and this is the remaining subarray with sum 7. And because we want smallest subarray, I'm updating the MP every time. Means if there are 2 3 present, let's say here also the sum is 3, here also the sum is 3, we'll take the sum which is closest to it. So for sure, for those who don't know how to find this, want to find the subarray with given sum, I will recommend you to get this problem, subarray with given sum. I will recommend you guys to first go through this particular article where you have to find subarray with given sum, and you can see here also what they have done. They must have used the prefix sum method, or they have used the sliding window method. But sliding window method is not possible when we want largest or smallest. So you can check this out. Smallest subarray with given sum. This problem. And here you can see that this problem they must have done using the prefix sum method. You can see. So the problem is simple. What to do? The only logic was how to deal with that maximum size array. So guys, for the maximum size array, no, not maximum, the infinite array, right? They are saying that you can make an infinite array. That was the problem. So to deal with this infinite array, what you can do, there's no need to make an infinite array. First of all, simply see that if target is very greater than the sum of the array, that means you want multiple arrays, 1 array, 2 array, 3 array, because sum is very large. So first of all, find how many times the repetition of array is required. Let's say if sum is 100, if let's say if target is 100 and sum of the array is 7. So how many times you will repeat this array to get 100? So you will repeat it how many times? 1 and 4. At least you will repeat the array 14 number of times. And then also you will get how much sum? Then also you will get 98 sum. If you repeat this array of sum 7s 14 number of times, then also we will get sum 98. Now for the remaining sum, which is 2, implement this algorithm, the smallest subarray with sum k, and you will get it. This is what I did. Okay, and this particular approach is also order of n time complexity and order of n space complexity, because all the loops are of order of n and we are having two extra space, one is prefix sum and one is map. That is why it's order of n, right? If you have any doubt regarding the all the three problems that we discussed, I know the last two problems were really difficult. Okay, so if you guys have any doubts regarding these problems, you can connect with me on LinkedIn. I'm a little bit busy because I have lots of DM, so you can DM me on Twitter, and also you can join my Telegram channel for getting the code of all these three problems. Okay, and also stay tuned with us, because in the upcoming every week we'll be going to upload our Leetcode solutions. Okay, thanks a lot. I hope that you have loved this video. If it is helpful for you, please comment helpful. Thanks a lot. Bye. Happy coding.